Hey, Demonic Pacts is finally out. I hope everyone had an awesome league launch, league start, whatever you want to call it. Day one of leagues. I've been having an absolute blast. I wanted to share with everyone a quick recap of all the things that I accomplished and a few changes that I also made kind of last minute, just kind of how things played out, and tell everyone also like what my day two plans are. Just a quick snapshot in, we have the Larcenist Relic here, and we're just AFK thieving elves. Now, gem stalls are more XP than elves, and more AFK as long as no one rags you. So if you are looking to do a full AFK, just get on a world and pray no one comes and disturbs your gem stall, and you'll be able to AFK for the full duration, and it'll be faster experience rates. Here I'm just trying to get the enhanced teleport crystal seeds for the crafting and smithing grinds for today's, but I just wanted to share a quick video, just make sure that you're maximizing your downtime whenever possible. All right, let's get back into the recap. Quick plug static here in post editing. I just want to call out that if you are having any issues with the league, or if you're getting stuck on which tasks to do or having task paralysis, definitely leave them comments below. I'll try to answer the comments that I can find and answer quickly. And in addition to that, if I see a pattern for kind of things that people are getting stuck on or need help with or making decisions, I will try to make a video on that as well. And so that'll kind of be one of my next kind of tips and tricks video. And definitely subscribe if you want to stay tuned for that video. All right, let's get back to it. So, Relics unlocked. If you watch my planned videos, nothing has changed here. I'm going to put a link in for my planned video in the description. That way you can watch the video explaining my decision on each of those and why. If you didn't catch my updated planned video, then yes, I did change a little bit from the previous one. My original plan was to go hot foot into Map of Alacrity. Now, if you watch my updated video, you'll see that I switched from hot foot to Woodsman, just from my analysis that Woodsman was overall better early on. I can definitely guarantee that Woodsman was awesome at blasting hunter tasks. I did have some friends who didn't go Woodsman, and they also had a perfectly okay time. And so I think it's not that much of a loss, because I think hunter training is relatively fast anyways. But it was a crazy amount of XP. Like, my friends were doing a lot of hunter, and then I caught up really close and maybe even passed them. I don't remember exactly what their last hunter levels were, but I know I ended up really, really close to them. And so I went Woodsman as my tier 2. And because of not going hot foot and not having the agility levels, I'm not going Map of Alacrity just because I didn't want to train agility, and therefore I thought it'd be blocking a lot of unlocks. Now, Evil Eye does feel painful because I'm also not picking going moons early on. And so since I'm not going moons early on, I'm not using a lot of the teleports that I have. I pretty much just use the Sire teleport for the fairy rings and the Huey teleport for a bank. And that's about it. And so everything else is about the same. Transmute has been awesome, just moving items up and down from the level that you would want to use them. And so that's just been really helpful at completing tasks and getting items. Like, I converted a bunch of fish from tuna up to swordfish because I had more tuna than swordfish, and I burned a bunch to complete my task. So I just did a quick kind of rotation there and finished that task. So that was really nice quality of life. It's also been an ultra AFK, getting all the way to 99. I should be hitting 99 magic anytime now. In addition to that, transmute's also helpful for making money, getting runes. Because my magic is so high, I already have access to Wrath runes, even though I haven't gone Kandarin and trained rune crafting. And so that's really nice. So now I'm just doing, surge spells, which is really powerful. So overall, transmute has been a blast. And then, as I shared here, Larcenist is just great. Like, the XP per hour, I'm getting around 12 mil on elves. And I believe gem stalls are just under 15 mil XP per hour. And so Larcenist is just bonkers, and that's kind of the reason why I went Taranwin first. So what happened here was I was originally going to go Zaya, but when I got to the points to unlock my next tier 5 relic before my area, I was like, oh, I'm going to have Larcenist. I thought we were originally going to, based off the points in the tasks, I'd probably unlock Zaya and then get some more points and then unlock Taranwin and then unlock the tier 5 relic. I was planning to unlock Zaya around tier 4, just past tier 3. And so that would have been a nice kind of unlock, but unfortunately that didn't happen, or fortunately. And so because I got Larcenist even before I unlocked Taranwin, I just decided to go that path. There's a lot of other good, easy tasks in Taranwin, In addition to that, also some of the combat mastery, like the Demonic Pacts, they do have some easier steps like Volcano and the Black Dragon. And so those were also unlocks that I got from Toronto, which is nice. Obviously, there is like the Dark Bow that's locked behind Slayer. And so we'll see. I'm still pretty sure I'm going to take Current as my second region. There is a chance that if I train Slayer today and I get it really high up, before I unlock Current, I might pick Kandarin just so I can early access the Trident and everything else. We'll see. Like I said, the plan is the plan, and things don't always go to plan, and you have to make an audible kind of decision at game time. And so that's my unlock. So again, I'm still planning to do Current next and then Kandarin. It just depends on how much Slayer progress I make today. And if I make drastic, progress, I might just switch over to Kandarin. We'll see. All right, moving on to the Demonic Pacts. So these are the ones I've unlocked. I did try CG last night. My range and my melee stats are absolutely atrocious, and so just killing the early monsters to get the weapon frame was painful. And then, getting the secondary weapon for like the range or the mage style was also painful a little bit. I was also probably just really tired because I tried this really, really late last night. I'm just going to get a couple more stats up. Also, my hit points is only 57, and so 2 hits I could die if I make a mistake, and I'm just quite a bit rusty on CG. And so what I'm going to do is get my stats up today, and I'm going to unlock CG and a couple more points. But overall, so I rushed down first to the range node, getting that 1 tick faster bow, and now I'm rushing up to the 1 tick trident or the 1 tick powered staff node. I think these are the 2 Bane ones that'll be good for my regions, because Toronto one will get me access to a Bofa, and then the trident or whatever, the toxic trident from Zulrah will also get unlocked from Toronto. And so these 2 things are my main plans to kind of get a lot of power early on and then kind of do a lot of the content. And I'm just going to continue filling out the nodes. So, getting the regeneration nodes, getting some healing nodes, and then just getting more damage nodes. This whole kind of bounce here across is going to be great. Just one quick annoying part of this entirely is you can't actually see your corrupted kind of your demonic packs in the view in the game. So just remember, the wiki's the best place to kind of stay organized and look at your unlocks. It's just easier. And so yeah. All right, so day 2 plans. I kind of covered some of these as I was talking. The number one thing I think is just completing more tasks and training skills. I know that may be well, obviously, right? Well, I'm not going to go too much into PVM content and stuff. I still have a lot of other miscellaneous tasks to do. I have a lot of other unlocks to do. Getting the Slayer Relic will get me on task for Slayer, which will make Jad fights even more easier and faster. I don't have any prayer potions, and so getting some herb lore training and stuff like that will be crucial today. And so I pretty much want to focus on mostly training on skills and then doing some PVM combat, depending on where my stats are and how comfortable I feel. I'm not an expert gamer, and so I can't just magically do CG on ultra low stats. I do need a little bit more help there, but that's kind of the main target for today. This should unlock me somewhere around the tier 7 reloaded relic and get unlock back into Soul Harvest. That's my target. I think it should be doable, given how my levels are now getting into the mid game. It should be able to more easily complete more tasks, right? In addition to that, like I said, the plan is to unlock Zaya. Once I get Zaya, I'll have access to a lot more tasks. Also, we'll have a lot more Slayer training methods inside the current castle dungeon, which will be nice. And so that'll be great. And so I think these are my main goals. Obviously, smithing, that's the one thing I mentioned. With my change from Hotfoot to Woodsman, smithing early training is a little bit painful. I think I haven't really figured out a solution just yet. So if you have a solution, please leave them in the comments below. I think I'm just going to have to mine a bunch of ore, do a bunch of smithing the traditional way. I don't have any of the games or the early fixes or Butler's Bell. So I'll have to just do smithing the manual way. And then once I get smithing to 70, like I said, I've been thieving elves and getting those enhanced teleport seeds. I'll just be able to blast crafting and smithing to 50 mil most likely today. There's a chance I might just go to 99, and then I'll wait for the next XP multiplier at tier 7, and then finish out the 50 mil. We'll see. Don't know how focused I want to be on efficiency. I'm already getting like absurd XP rates with thieving, and so it might just work out to go for crafting and smithing as well, because I think those XP rates are supposed to be even crazier than the thieving ones. So yeah, that's primarily the main plan. And then yeah, once I unlock the T6 Slayer Relic, we're going to start blasting Slayer. Slayer is very important for my regions, and so I just want to get going, especially if I can get to Dark Beasts and get a Dark Bow. That would be awesome, and then I can get another Combat Mastery or Demonic Pact point. So I think my goal for today is to get 3 more Demonic Pact points, possibly 5, and then we'll see where we go for day 3. All right. Hey, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. One quick call out is if you guys want a tips and tricks kind of video for day 1, getting tasks, getting levels, please leave some comments below. I'm happy to share any tips and tricks that I found helpful, but I just don't know what you guys are looking for. So yeah, definitely leave some questions and comments, and I'll get back to you. Definitely subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date for that next video. And if you found this video helpful, smash a like, and any other ideas you got, let me know. Thank you for watching.